Hello again. This afternoon I'm going to start a new watercolour painting. Well, actually I've got three I want to start this afternoon, but before I do that I'm going to have a quick look at a colour that I bought myself last week. I placed a materials order and it was a bit of a grey day, and I thought I'm going to treat myself to a new tube of paint that I've never tried before. And then I've been so busy I've not even had time to have a look at it, so I thought before I start these new pictures I'm just going to have a look at this colour. So I bought it's a Winsor Newton the Professional Artists watercolours, and it's Aqua Green, and I think it's going to be a really lovely bright jewel light green because it's in their jewel range, but I've literally not had a chance, so this afternoon I'm going to have a quick look, so I thought I'd share it with you. What I do first whenever I get a new colour is I'll add it into my sketchbook. I have a book and I put all of my colour swatches in for all of my watercolours so that I know exactly what colours I've got. And in it I'll put the name, but I'll also add into it if it's transparent, if it's granulating, what pigments are in it, if it's staining, if it's light fast. And then when I'm choosing my paints for my actual paintings, I know I've got all my reference in here without having to check them out. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, and I'm going to try the colour, I think, with several of my favourite watercolours and just see what sort of mixes they make. So I'm going to swing the camera around and share it with you. Okay, so let's have a look at this. This is the Aqua Green. Let's have a look how it looks. I'm going to have a look how it is in its deep form. It's not too diluted, and then I'm going to have a look at it with it washed out a little bit more. So I'm going to make quite a thick mix to start with. Ooh, I like this colour. This looks gorgeous. So I'll label it all up later on, and I'll put, say, all the details on. Ooh, that's a beautiful deep blue-green. Oh yes, I do like that. Let's pop some water on. Let's have a look how it looks as I dilute it out. It's nice turquoise actually as it dilutes down. That's yeah, I think that's lovely. Just take it a little bit further, just to see. Now it's the phthalo pigment, so it will be staining, so I'll have to be aware of that when I'm using it. That's lovely. Really real blue-green in that, yeah, like that. So I'll label that later on. Let's grab a piece of paper. Oops, sorry, just knocked the table. Let's have a look. Let's pop a little bit more out. I'm going to choose a couple of colours that I quite like. And let's have a look how it mixes with them. So let's see. Quinacridone magenta. This is one of my favourite colours at the moment. So let's have a look how it is with this. In fact, pinks and greens and reds and greens is a combination mixed together I use ever such a lot. It makes really nice deep greens often, or deep purples. So, oh, look at this. Let's pop a little bit of that on now. It looks almost black. If I then pull it out, oh, it's going right through to the blues. Now I think this is lovely, so let's just mix that around a little bit. Just pull a bit out, let it bleed. Have a look at it in its more diluted form. Let's add a little bit more green in as well. Now I think this is gorgeous. I really like this. I can see I shall use this lots. Can you see it's gone right through? It's got blues, almost a black, through to the purples. Yeah, this is lovely. Yes, do like that one. So I must remember that one. That's a good combination for me. I quite like that. Let's have a look at another one. I'll just do a couple. I'm going to mix it with a yellow. Let's see what sort of green I get if I add some yellow into this. So I'm going to use, I use lots of different yellows actually. Let's use Winsor yellow quite a lot. I wonder what it'd be like with quinacridone gold. I might have a look at that one as well. Let's pop a bit of Winsor yellow out. Let's just pop a little bit on. I'm going to mix it on the paper. I don't want to be getting the colours all into the Aqua Green, because I want to pick that up as it is so it's clean, so I'll get a true idea of the mixes together. Well, that makes quite a nice green together. Don't mind getting it into the yellow, but I don't want to get the yellow into the Aqua Green. That makes a really nice green actually. That would be really useful in spring landscapes, I think, and summer landscapes, especially if I then added a spot of a pink into it to just to take it back a tiny bit. I think that would be, oh yes, now that would be a really useful combination. So that's my Winsor Yellow, Aqua Green and tiny weeny spot of the quinacridone magenta, and that's making some fabulous dull deeper greens. So I'd always do this with a new colour. Play about, have a look at the mixes you can make, and just get used to a few to start with. Let's try another one. Now I'm going to have a go with, because it's a granulating pigment, I'm going to have a go with my Sodalite Genuine, which is one of my favourite pigments actually. That was one I bought last week with this. Let's use the one that's almost gone. Sodalite Genuine is just lovely. Really like it, and you'll see if I wet an area and pop some of this on, it separates and it produces a lovely speckled effect. I've actually done a YouTube, my favourite granulating mediums, my favourite granulating watercolours on it, and this is one of them, and this has to be my all-time favourite for granulation. If I pop a bit on, let's grab a little bit of the green and mix that on as well. I'll see how they react together. Already, I don't know if you can see through the camera, but already the Sodalite Genuine is granulating and I'm getting almost a speckled effect from it. So I think that is that's going to be a very useful mix. Can you see, I'm hoping you can see, if I move it into the middle a little bit more, if I put a slightly smoother area. And when that separates, you'll get these lovely pigments separating. So I'll take a photograph of that and pop it onto my story when that's dry, and you can get a true effect of that. But here you can see just getting these little speckles coming through. I think that's a really nice colour together. I think that would be lovely. But at the moment, this is my favourite mix. I think that's just gorgeous. So I'm hoping you see the variation in here. So I hope you've enjoyed it and sharing that with me. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this colour. I shall do a few more plays around, a few more colours, and then at some point I'm going to use it for a painting, and I'll let you know how I get on. But thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it.